All right. I'm here with Cal Poly's Adain McCarthy, third place, men's 800, 146. First thoughts?
Good race. The semi yesterday was a little bit of a reality check for indoor championship racing. Didn't get out the best possible spot, but we wanted to come into today and really focus on getting a good spot the first 200, which we did for the most part. Got a little bit boxed in during crunch time, but was able to get out and kick really hard for third, so I'm pretty happy with it.
So, looking backwards towards some of the more of the regular season, what was going through your mind after that 145 a few weeks ago, and how it might help you here today?
Yeah, we went out to Boston. That was a pretty big trip for us. We wanted to make sure that it was worthwhile, especially 2 weeks before NCAA championships. So we spent a lot of time setting up that race, making it paced well. And that was just a reflection of all the training we've been doing. We knew that was possible that time, but it was just really cool to see that actually work out, and just gave me a lot of confidence going into this meet, that I would be a contender with no matter who was in this race. So yeah.
So the biggest thing I got out of your answer there is that you say it's a big trip. Obviously, flying from California to Boston is always going to be a big trip,
yeah,
especially when you're coming from a smaller school like yourself.
Yeah.
How do you feel like being from a smaller school might be a little bit, your experience might be a little bit different from some of these other athletes here?
Yeah, it's different because, it's just smaller trips for us to these meets. I'm the only one here. It's on me to represent Cal Poly at these meets. Which is a blessing. It's fun to do, but yeah, it's just different. How I do at these meets is how Cal Poly's viewed on the national stage. So it's a good pressure. It makes me run better for sure, but yeah, it's definitely different than probably some of the other athletes here.
On that same note, what any words of advice you would give to someone who's running for a smaller school or considering going to a smaller school?
Yeah, it's all about showing everyone at these national meets that you're doing all the right things to be a national contender. It doesn't have to be only the Power 4 schools, Power 5 schools. If you're doing all the right things, you have just as much of a right to be here as any other school. So just keep doing all the right things to make sure that you can get to these meets and show up.
Well, thanks so much and best of luck, all right?
Thank you.